Hey YouTube, what's up? It's me, Johnny Consensus, telling you all that everything I do on Earth is consensual. So, immediately, if you're Charlie Kelly, you're trying to pronounce the word rapist, just put me on the list, and I just said it right. So, there, another potato. If you're looking for that word, I said it right, and I'm not one of those. There you go. um, anyway, I just want to talk to you today about one of the most important things. I'll do this one on a serious note. I'll do this. One of the most important things, and that's consent. So if you're with a girl and she doesn't consent, you should immediately just back off, buddy, because that gets immediately on the wrong side of the fence. So. Do I have to cover this, or can I talk about something else? That's what I'm wondering now. Is this something that's been covered by enough people on Earth that it's like now known? Because I don't want to speak specifically to like people in India who think it's okay to gang rape people on buses. But then again, I'm not going to talk about that. So maybe I'll just let like specialists and news reporters and like the Indian police deal with that. So I don't know. Anyway, in my world, I believe that everybody gets a vote, and that is the basis of democracy. I believe that everyone gets the right to have a representative, and that is the republic. And I believe that everyone has the right to listen to me talk. And that would be like the metaphorical role of president. So that's essentially how our government works in America. But that's just like me explaining why I believe in the American government. Anyway, what I do in real life is talk on YouTube channels. I listen to music on my Bose. That's awesome. I think my dad gave this to me, or not gave it to me, but like I inherited it from it. Because at one point he's like, "I don't want this anymore." I was like, "Well, I'll take it. Dad, it's a Bose. I'm not gonna let it get away." So I have this now. It's awesome. It's like one of the best sound systems in the world. It's not huge, and it's not like it's just the other day I was listening to a song. It doesn't have the best bass, but like if it had better bass, I'd be like a little more pumped because I was listening to Empress of China and I was like, if this song had better bass and more bass, I'd be like way more about it. But like it's only like that one part, and like I heard the trebles really highly. And I was like, man, I was really wishing this song like had like less of the trebles being like rattled through the sound system, and like there's more like bass to it. So anyway. To Queen Bee. If you can connect me to the newest Queen Bee in the Hive, who's in my generation and is single and ready to mingle, whether or not use the app Bumble, just let me know. If you got some nectar and you wanna be all about this bass, then honey, let me tell you, I'll hook up my sound system. You can calm down here, and we'll see if it blows you away. Anyway, sorry guys, about that job. When do I get paid? I'm just kidding. Anyway, my life is very much on point with me just being a person who loves to talk, who loves to chat with people, who loves to just do the things on Earth that everyone on Earth loves to do with other people. So if you ever had any confusion about that, maybe you just didn't know me on a personal level or on a personal note. Maybe you just never realized that I was the person that I am in real life because you didn't realize that for whatever reason. I actually don't have a reason why you wouldn't. Maybe there's fair reasons, maybe there's not. I'm not the guy to tell you that, so I'm sorry. I'm leaning towards the side maybe there were. So I guess, but now I forget, so I don't know. Anyway, if you're looking for a country with a king, I don't know, but I know one of them has a dictator, and it's Belarus. It's a cool thing. I went there. You should check out my Instagram. I got a photo of a KFC with a really cool Soviet Union era sculpture on top. It's like unlike anything you'd ever see anywhere else in the world. So check it out if you're looking for something unique that maybe new that you've never seen on Instagram before, because I don't think you'll find anything like that anywhere else in the world. So I don't know. Check it out. Anyway, also I'm holding an open invitation for the coolest, hottest girl who loves both me, what I'm about, and the idea of exploration and wonder to join me on an exploration, wondrous expedition around the world. So if you'd love to do that, respond to me. Also, if any of you remember from Tinder, back when Tinder did Tinder Gold, that 1 month for free, I posted this offer online on my Tinder, and it said, I'm trying to quote it. It was, or I'm saying it verbatim, I guess, in as close as I am to verbatim. But I kind of just like quoting it straight from my bio, which I read at the time, which is to any girl in the world at this time. I was still living in New Orleans, and I had like enough money in my bank account, and I was bored enough where I was like, yeah, here's the thing I'm gonna do in my life. I was like, I will tell whichever girl messaging on Tinder, it was the coolest girl that I meet on Tinder, I will pay for your plane. I'll sponsor. I'll say it this way, and this is actually a good way to say it. I will sponsor you to come to New Orleans for 1 week. And I will show you around the city as your personal tour guide, and then I offer to pay for the plane tickets. Like, in my world, it's like I'm a huge fan of like personal finances, but like true personal finances, like the actual value of a dollar. Not like, oh, here's what you can do with money. You can put it in a bank account and it'll get old and not mean anything, and then you can just waste it on things you don't really care about. Or you can learn about microeconomics like I did with Dirk Mateer in college, and you can learn about utils. In my world, $1,000 in my bank account is not as much utils to me as a hot girl in my bed or my city going on dates with me, but probably in my bed because, it's Tinder. But anyway, what I gotta say is that offer was valid for as long as Tinder was like doing that thing. But if you happen to see this on YouTube and you leave me a comment like, oh, I'm so sorry I didn't catch you on Tinder, and like I believe you, then maybe I'll like think about it. But you should at least, at least consider like forwarding me some information or some deets, or like Snapchat me so we can like be in touch. But anyway, I gotta say, I'm not a sucker. Snapchat me. But I gotta say, if you are new to Tinder, it's like the coolest way to meet people, because you can just swipe, and the people who you click with, I guess, would just swipe with you, and just a cool instant connection. I don't know. But what I was doing at the time was just trying to like open my network up to the entire world, and I guess I actually know what I'm talking about now. Here's what I'm trying to get at. If you're hot and cool and around the world and somewhere different, and you're just like bored and you want to like do something novel and spontaneous, I'm all for sponsoring you to come to America, because like that could be just like the funnest thing you do in your entire life, or at least for now. It could be a start to something cool, or start to something which could progress into something even cooler. But if you want to be on board with this movement of like, hey, life isn't necessarily something that has to be boring and stale, then hop on board the Tinder Express. I could be your captain, your conductor for the night, or for the day, or for the week, depending on what your duration is. Because if you're gonna come for a week, you should at least stay the night. But we can talk, and I'll tell you what. I'll pay for your plane ticket. I'll pay for your plane ticket, but you might be on Norwegian, and don't complain, because that's still better than sitting at home doing nothing and complaining about how you're so bored and you suck at life. Because I'm giving you an excuse to literally live your dreams with like minimum down payment, and you don't have to pay for rent because I'll put you up here, so that's a good deal. You don't have to pay for food mostly, because I'm like a gentleman. I'll pay for at least like at the bare minimum half your food. If you're Dutch, I'll pay for that. If I'm feeling generous and you're broke and you give me a good excuse, I will. But I'm still like now determining like if I want to pay for you or not. I'm a gentleman, so I think I will. So yeah, I'll go with that. But you're European, so I'm like kind of like, wait a minute, are you using me? Because you're just trying to take my money? Because like I'm kind of suspicious. But anyway, I'll sponsor you for dates, but only if I feel like it. If you're trying to wheel me and deal me and try to use me as your sugar daddy, just know, no, I'm a daddy Yankee. All right, in America, I'm a boss ass man who knows when he's being had, when he's being catfished. So good luck, honey. I'm sorry. If you're looking for sugar daddy, keep trolling on Instagram. Keep sending those sexy pickies, and keep talking to people who are not me. So anyway, also if you are new to, let me think for a sec. What else? If you're new to, what was it? Is there like a movement that I can't think of right now? It's kind of subtle, but it's like the whole YOLO movement, the whole like live your life now and the right here, right now, and don't pass up any opportunities or moments. Anyway, if you're making an excuse for not being cool enough to respond to Tinder, just can I just e-swipe you right now? Like, sorry, next, because I'm not gonna waste my time, and you shouldn't waste mine, because I'd probably just end up getting bored and insulting you. It's kind of like a default setting on people with self-respect, Anyway, but hey, if you're cool and you're actually awesome, and you get that I'm not disrespectful towards women in the slightest, I'm not disrespectful towards you, I'm not disrespectful to someone who's stand up for themselves and what they think truly matters in life, then I think we get along just fine. If you're gonna waste my time and make stupid excuses about why you don't want to live your life, I don't want to hear it, because you can be living your life right now and just in fact, if you're even watching this, I'll give you permission to close this window right now and book a plane ticket, or even just go in the comments and just type, hey Henry, I'm taking you up on your offer. I'd love to come visit you in New Orleans. Here's my name, here's some information, here's a contact, and here's my Snapchat. So if you do that, we'll stay in touch. And if you're the coolest person that I hear from, then yes, maybe that offer could still stand. Maybe it's a new offer. So anyway, that's just something about something. So if you're still on Tinder, you'll no longer find that in my bio, but it's now a much more local kind of thing, because I'm not doing Tinder Gold, so it's more just along the lines of if you're not local in the area, you probably don't care, and if you're on Tinder, just read my Tinder. So I'm not gonna mention anything more. Anyway, I was gonna say something else, but I don't see the reason to. But hey, if you're Maria from that time whenever we were in Spain, I think, or in Italy on that one island where I ended up hooking with a Russian girl, and you were on the kayak taking shrooms. Hey, how are things in Norway? Because I'm now slightly more curious about Norway, because when I was staying in Albania, this one guy talked to me and said that Norwegian girls were really more sexual open, and yes, I do agree that as being from Southern Norway, I would consider you to be beautiful. Understand that I cannot even begin to establish our baseline, so I do not know, but I can't say the most beautiful Norwegian or the least beautiful Norwegian or any level or scale gradient of beautiful Norwegian. I can just say the fact you're Norwegian, I respect and I value that. And if you're offended by the fact that I just mentioned that I hooked up with a Russian girl, you are not Norwegian enough. And I thought differently of you people. I'm so sorry. And I can't look. Listen, black people, I'm offended. Or sorry, Africans. I shouldn't say black people either. I think that's offensive. But I'm now offended because look, this Norwegian girl is pushing me back in my PC comfort zone. So, I mean, and also, is she offended by the term? Because this is a weird thing I'm not thinking about. But I mean, back me up, you Africans, because I'm not wondering if the Norwegians are trying to put me on the spot because this one girl is not representing her people, loving her culture. So, all I gotta say is. To Maria Ferkenstad, if you're watching this video and you are not, loving your culture enough to maybe just hear this message or see this message and possibly think that, you owe me a response, I'm just interested in knowing kind of like more about your culture, but like what you're doing and what you think about this whole offer. So anyway, also this is something I was going to say, but I forget. But if I use the term "you people" in a defense of Norwegians, I'm now just feeling like African people are now just aware of the term black people and are wondering now about who should feel that they just got a point back to their team. So anyway, I'll get back to what I'm saying, and that's it. I have a Tinder profile, I have a Twitter, I have a Facebook, and I have this channel. And if you'd like to see more of me, stay tuned, subscribe, comment, rate, follow me on Twitter, friend me on Facebook if I know you personally, or maybe after we've talked on, or after if I know you on Twitter or on what's it called, YouTube, and if you're on Tinder and you're a girl in this area, just if you see me on the face, feel free to just do whatever you want to do on Tinder. I do not care. Anyway, next video coming up. So see ya.